Are you okay with me invading your space?
I can't wait to hear your interview.
Oh, running back room.
So I adjust the camera myself, Carter. What is this?
Let me sit up here. I got my speaker questions.
I got to adjust this camera.
Hey, buddy.
Joe D.
Think about that for tomorrow. Yeah, that left coming too. Yeah. So.
Hey, David, how's it going? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Good. My name is John Dayton. Help out with NFL PR this week. I'll be moderating today's session. We'll just give it one more minute and then we'll get going. I think Coach is just wrapping up now.
Sounds good. I adjusted this camera. I hope that's all right.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. We'd rather have your full head in the picture, so it's all good.
Perfect.
All right, let's get started. David, thanks for joining. Appreciate your time today. For any media members on the call, if you can, just update your name with your outlet as well. That would help us on our end. But the first question will come from Jeff Fedotin.
Hey, David, congratulations on making it to the Super Bowl. If you could tell me, playing alongside Andrew Whitworth, what have you learned from him specifically?
Yeah, I mean, I probably could take 30 minutes at least to talk about that. But, I just think he's taught me how to be a pro. And whether that's on the field or off the field, I mean, there's countless examples of technique things or, individual play things that he's helped me with. But he's taught me how to work and be a good teammate. And then, off the field, just how to study, how to be a great player when it comes to, studying your opponent and being prepared. He's done so much for me and my teammates. It's really, it's hard to put into words.
Everyone talks about him being such a leader, such a mentor. Physically, though, what makes him special to have played so well for so long?
I mean, yeah, he's a freak, first off, athletically. Probably the strongest, most flexible guy I've ever been around, that just never stops working, never stops, moving, and is obviously an incredibly intelligent football player, got great football IQ, and, you combine a work ethic, athleticism, and then a brain that he has, he could play forever. So truly a one-of-a-kind guy, Hall of Fame player, and just so blessed and lucky to be able to play next to him these last few years.
Thank you.
All right, this next question comes from Nicholas Mankiewicz with Endzoners.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Thank you. That going against a guy like Trey Hendrickson changed the way you prepare for the game?
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously a really talented rusher and run defender, and somebody that we are studying and I have to be aware of on every play. So including Trey, Sam Hubbard on the other side, DJ Reader, Hill inside, they've got really talented players, really talented rushers, guys that play hard, play well within their scheme. And so it's going to be a tough challenge for us.
Thank you.
All right, this next question comes from Andrew Kramer at the Star Tribune.
Hey, David, thanks for doing this.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about Kevin O'Connell, just your 2 years overlapping with him. What's he like in front of a room and in terms of communicating and getting to know players?
Yeah, I think Kevin's an excellent communicator. and obviously has a great offensive mind. Seeing the way that he's been able to communicate with Matthew, John, and Bryce, has been really cool to see. Someone that I really enjoy coming into work and seeing, has a great sense of humor. And then, when he gets up in front of the unit, does our protection stuff, obviously incredibly intelligent guy, knows his stuff. And I know that Kevin, wherever he chooses to land officially, is going to have a ton of success, and so happy for him because he's earned that opportunity.
Awesome. Jeff, did you have a follow-up?
I did not. I'm good. Thank you.
Got it. Okay, cool. And David, we're just waiting on some more media to join. I know with a lot of going at the same time. All right, cool. This next question comes from Mark Craig at the Minneapolis Star-Tribune.
Yeah, David, just curious of your thoughts on Kevin O'Connell. What would you say his strongest strength is as a coach, maybe a leader, and what makes you think he'll have success when he becomes a Vikings head coach?
Yeah, I think one of the big traits of coaches that are in that position is how they connect and communicate with guys. And I think Kevin's done an incredible job being able to connect with, guys of all different ages on our offense and in our team. And then obviously, his intelligence, his football intelligence, and the way that he, sees offense and helps Sean and the quarterbacks is obviously really impressive. So I'm really excited for him. I think he's going to have a ton of success in Minnesota. So, couldn't be more happy for him and his family.
And people talk about the McVay tree, having been there, experienced it. How would you describe it? What do you first think of what trait do you think of when you talk about the McVay tree?
Master communicators. Those guys are elite at having no gray area in what to do and what's expected. And I think it starts with that. And then, like I said, being able to connect with guys and having them believe in you. I think that Sean, all of our coaches, they do an incredible job of being able to connect with guys so that you trust and believe in them and what they're saying. And I think it starts at the top with Coach McVay and, trickles down to the assistants on our staff. And, that tree, I've only been around a few of them, right? But I think what stands out is, they're master communicators, are obviously super intelligent guys. And then, being able to bring it together with connecting with guys is really unique.
Do you think being a master communicator is easier in today's game if you're a younger guy like Kevin, like Sean?
Yeah, I mean, I would probably say being able to connect with guys that are, younger, around your age, is probably easier. Yeah, but I don't know if that's the common denominator. I just know that those guys are incredible at getting the point across and having no gray area, like I said, with intent and what's expected. And, they toe that line between, enjoyment and being focused. And I think that's what makes, great players great and great coaches great.
Thanks, David.
Yeah.
This next question comes from Zolt Kuhn, Arena 4.
Hey, David. It's George from Hungary.
Hey.
David, DJ Raider will probably line up in front of you in multiple times on Sunday. Did you notice anything on film, or did you get any advice from the coaches on how to get the edge on him? How much does the presence of Andrew Whitworth mean you ahead of Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, it's truly tough to put into words what Andrew means to me and I think our unit and our team. The things that he's done for us on the field in terms of, being a kind of a big brother coach, is truly incredible. And then, what he's done off the field in the community, and then helping guys, whether it's offense or defense, is truly special and unique. He's a one of a kind guy, one of a kind player, and playing next to him on Sunday really gives me a ton of confidence, because I know that he's going to be on the screws every snap and going to be a great communicator and always positive and encouraging. And that's just, one of the things that makes him really special and unique. And I'm just blessed to be able to play next to a guy like him.
Thank you. Good luck for Sunday.
Thank you.
All right, this next question is from Alec Lace at First Class Fatherhood.
Hey, David, what's doing? Congratulations on making it to the Super Bowl here. My whole show focuses on fatherhood and family life. What do you enjoy most about being a girl dad? And is your daughter ready for that role of big sister?
I think she is, yeah. No, I mean, I'm truly blessed to have my wife, Caroline, in my corner. She's been with me, since I've been in high school, and her support and the way that she, handles everything that, I throw at her, or when I'm not home, is what makes our family great. And, she's the real leader behind us. And I think my daughter Charlotte's probably, a little too young to really understand what's going on, but I know that she's going to be a great big sister, and truly love, and I'm blessed to have my wife Caroline and my daughter Charlotte, and then another on the way.
Very well said, David. What would you consider to be the top values you hope to instill in both your girls growing up?
Oh, wow. I think anytime you're in a position like that where you're trying to influence younger people, just trying to be the best person that they can be, whether that's socially, in their family life. Try to maximize their potential, and give them the traits and tools, to make mistakes, learn from them, and just ultimately be a good person, someone that, when people talk about you, they never say a bad thing about them. So, I guess that's it.
Hey, great stuff. You're a first-class father all the way. Good luck on Sunday.
Thank you.
All right, just waiting for a few more questions to come in. David, if we don't have any questions, I'm not going to keep you here for 20 more minutes. Just talking to me. So that's totally fine. But
Appreciate that.
Popping in and out of different chats. So I want to make sure that we give them the opportunity for them to ask their question.
You're good.
What's this week been like? Is this what you anticipated? Is it crazy? It's got to be a little helpful that you're in LA, right?
Yeah, no doubt. I tried to, try to get as much stuff out of the way as I could, so I can really just kind of relax and not have too much on my head,
I got you. Do you have a lot of family coming in for the game?
Yeah, my family and then my wife's family is coming in. So
cool. Good deal. All right. Next question is from Stu Jackson.
Stu.
How you doing, David?
What's up, man?
Hey, wanted to ask you about Coach Carberry. What's it been like, working with him? This is obviously your guys' first season with him as a group. What's kind of the impact he's had in, shaping you guys into the group you've become up to this point?
Yeah, I think Carbs has done an incredible job. Someone that, I really look up to when it comes to, technique and teaching the game. And I think he's done an incredible job with that. And to be able to lead the room with, the veteran presence that we have, and Whit and Rob, and then younger guys like me, being able to, communicate well with those guys is a big time trait that he has. And then I think, being able to learn, right? Like, there are things that come up in a season, in a game, in a practice that you may have never experienced before. And his ability to be flexible and kind of move on the go, and, learn different stuff and teach different stuff in those moments has been really awesome. So really lucky to have a guy like him leading our room.
I asked Brian about him. He kind of described his coaching style sort of as old school. I guess what impact, if any, does that have, or how, if at all, does that resonate with you in any way as far as like how he goes about that?
Yeah, I think that he puts so much into it where, you could tell how hard he works when it comes to the meeting cut-ups and, how he wants individual structured or, different periods in practice or, different breaks during the day. Like everything to him is important. And the way that he works on the field, obviously, when we're with him, but the stuff that he does behind the scenes that we don't get to see when he's preparing for a meeting, comes in with a great cut up and talks through it with us is really unique and special. And I think that's what Brian's talking about is just nothing, no detail, goes unsaid or goes unworked. It's everything is important to him.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, this next question is from Jeff Fedotin.
Hey, David, back with another follow-up actually about Andrew Whitworth. You did a great job describing how he's mentored you and been so helpful. But do you have it like in a specific, can you think of a specific thing that he helped you with, or a specific play where you're like, wow, this guy, he's 40, but man, he can still get after it?
Are you talking about for something he's helped me with, or I saw something that he did where you're like, wow?
Either or both, whatever works.
I mean, oh my gosh. I would probably say one of the more impressive things I've ever seen him do was, go against, I'll talk about this year. We played Indianapolis and Seattle, and based on their front structures, when we run kind of certain plays, he's manned up by himself and has to cut off a 3 technique, basically, which is, a really difficult challenge. And not only does he cut them off, this happened in Indy. This also happened in Seattle. He not only cuts them off, but blows them off the line of scrimmage and buries them. And he's just a physically imposing dude, freakishly strong, freakishly athletic, and someone that's, I think he could play forever. I really do. And then off the field, I've told this a couple times, but during when COVID first really became bad, we didn't really have anything at the facility because it was shut down, and then gyms around here were shut down, and I reached out to him because kind of started we call it the dojo now. But reached out to him and was wondering if I could join in with the guys, and without hesitation said absolutely. And that's kind of how the dojo got started. We were all working out in his garage during COVID, and he took care of us, took us under his wing, and something I will always be grateful for.
We're all the linemen working, or pretty much all the offensive linemen working out that dojo in his garage.
Eventually, yeah. It started out with a few guys, and then kind of expanded to, the whole unit. And I think that's what's really cool about him being our leader is he pulls guys, together, and then end up all of us working out at his gym in his garage together. And that was really cool. So.
Thanks, man. This is great. Great stuff here. I'll finally leave you alone and let you go now.
All good.
All right. This next question comes from Charlie Goldsmith.
Hey, the Bengals defensive lines created a lot of pressure this postseason. What stands out to you about that pass rush?
I think they've got, great players. Starting with Trey, and then, DJ and Hill, and even Sam on the edge. So they've got great players that play really hard. Have obviously got some really athletic traits and great moves, and they've got a great scheme. There are an impressive defense, an impressive defensive line, and it's going to be a great challenge for us to move the ball in the run game and then protect them.
All right. This next question comes from Rachel Hollowell.
Hi, David. I'm Rachel from NFL Canada. I just have a couple questions for you. The first one is, what is your favorite Drake song on your playlist? And the second was just if you could talk to us a little bit about Alaric Jackson, as he is Canadian.
Oh man, favorite Drake song? You got me on the spot. This is kind of an oldie but a goodie that I think if I could play it, you could play it at any time. It's kind of the jam in high school with the motto. It's a great one. And then, yeah, Alaric, he's been a really impressive rookie and, doesn't play like a rookie, doesn't act like a rookie. Someone I think has a really bright future in this league and, got the opportunity to play next to him for a little bit against Minnesota. And that moment wasn't too big for him and he was prepared for it and he showed out, so I think he's got a really bright future. He's a great guy, a great teammate. And I think that, his time is going to come.
Thank you so much. Good luck on Sunday.
Thank you.
All right. This next question is from Daniel Popper at The Athletic.
Hi, David. Sorry if you've been asked this already, but with Brian, him fighting back from that knee injury, taking over the center spot this year and the way he's played this year, I mean, what stood out to you about, his journey coming back from that injury and then stepping into that role this season?
Just really proud of him. I mean, the injury that he went through and the rehab that he had to go through, took a lot of mental toughness, a lot of physical toughness, and to see him have the success that he's had in training camp and in OTAs and then leading into the season was just really cool to see because I know how much it means to him and I know how much work he put in to get back to this moment. So, kind of unique for me to see his path, kind of growing up in the same area and playing against him in high school and then in college and now obviously being with him here. It's he's a special guy, special player. And I think he's going to, like I said about Alaric, he's got an incredibly bright future in this league. And I think the world of him.
Awesome. All right. Well, we'll give it a few more minutes for people to pop in.
Okay.
Hey, so were you really a quarterback in high school? An option QB?
Oh yeah.
So are you have you been vying to get a goal line carry here? Just a read option.
Yeah, those days are long gone. That window of opportunity has passed me by.
I gotcha. All right, we'll give it about 3 more minutes, and if nobody has any questions, we'll get you out of here a little early.
All right, sounds good. Hey, Carter.
All right, David. I think
We're
you're
good.
Appreciate
All
your time. We'll give you about 5 minutes back.
All good.
Yep, you're good.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Sunday. Yep.